What's going on, everyone? Milky here. Hope you're doing well. Today, we've got a junk deck. Now, I am not the biggest fan of junk decks, but this one has been very, very solid. It's felt very controlling, especially into a lot of decks that are out there at the moment. The one big thing that I will say about junk decks is that it is very matchup dependent on whether they have wild success and they feel very oppressive and do very well, as opposed to some matchups where you just feel like you can't do anything. Key matchups I think that it does very well into is like the Thanos decks, specifically Galactus matchups it does very well into. I think negative matchups it does well into because of how they use Iron Man. And if you can get a big hazmat turn, doubling up all that negative reduction, I think it can do very well into negative decks. Some matchups that are just lackluster are the Shuri matchup for sure. Anything that goes really tall in a single lane feels pretty bad to verse. So we had a lot of fun with this deck. It was enjoyable. The deck is really based around like giving your opponent negative things, filling up their board space, ways to clog up their board, and just really impact what they're trying to do, either by filling up their cards with space or just really awkward turns. Some key combos in the deck that we have are Viper and Electro. It's an interesting combo, doesn't always work out great, but if you pick a deck that wants to play out lots of things consistently, you give them that Sandman effect while you're having the benefit of the extra energy. Luke Cage is absolutely key in this deck, and you really don't want to be making hazmat plays unless you've got Luke Cage down on the board. We've also got Hood, and you can either Viper the Hood or Carnage. Carnage is really just to clean up your own side of the deck, the board, sorry. We also have Wong in the deck, and he's to double down on all of that. And an interesting thing is there's been a recent change to Absorbing Man, where Absorbing Man does work with Wong now, so you can double effects on Wong. So for example, on the final turn, if you've got Wong on the board, you can then Hazmat and Absorbing Man to double down on all of those effects, which can be really, really strong play for sure. So deck's been enjoyable to play. Again, it's not my favorite deck, but I think it has a really viable spot in the meta, especially into some key matchups at the moment. Stick around, check out the gameplay. If you're new here, why not jump on board? I'm going to take off. Until the next one, I'll see you then. But you know what, we're going to have some fun doing it. We're going to have some fun doing it. So let's drop it. Hazmat Absorbing Man Wong with the new Absorbing Man change on Wong. This could be a little crazy. Let's see if we can't get this one out. Alright, so he's got a big turn on mid lane. Then we're going to double down on this. Double down, and we do get the win. Very, very nice. Look at that. Super cool. Do the Black Widow play. I think that's good. We can Green Goblin probably left. Sorry, right lane. Yeah, we'll probably Green Goblin there. Oh, okay. Rogue's an interesting one. We can also potentially just kick on with Carnage here, which is something too, and hold off on the Green Goblin. I also don't hate this. We get the Hood out of our hand. We start to get the ball rolling on certain things. I think this is actually decent. Okay, so we got Electro and Widow's Bite here. So I'm thinking we just kick on here with the Green Goblin play. This could potentially be a Galactus deck. We'll have to see. Okay, he Green Goblins us, so that's is almost certainly a Galactus play by him. Oh, Debris, this is going to feel really good. I think we're okay with filling up middle here. The other play is we just fill it up a little less. And we have priority, so his Galactus is going to get shut down here. Look at that. Look at that. So good into Galactus is this deck. We got Luke Cage out. We can just do a... we'll just do a Hazmat Absorbing Man. Kick him while he's down. This is just a really tough playline for Galactus decks. These junk decks are just super good into Galactus. Here is just a little bit. We just don't need to do it yet. Okay, so we can do Electro and then Viper. This looks pretty good. So we'll probably do Viper, Black Widow, which is cool. Probably into something like Debris. So we'll do Viper, Black Widow. Oh, yeah. Can't do it this turn. It does gimp you out for one turn, the Viper Electro play, but that's okay. The 2 cards here. Let's see what he does. Ooh, is this a Mr. Negative list? I don't think they run anything to get rid of this. This might be a tough one for him. And us keeping the energy here is super brutal for him. So we can do... We can do Debris now. Might want to actually do Debris here. Yeah, I think I like this a little better. Kind of need Luke Cage. Well, we're gonna like clog up his middle a lot, which is just fantastic for us. So if we can get oh, we got Wong. Okay, Wong. Okay, I'm just trying to think what's the best way to do it. Wong Hazmat can come down last turn, but if we do draw Absorbing Man, I mean, we can just do this now. We do have a lot of other plays that we can do. We can also do Wong Black Widow, which actually is probably a little more effective. Actually, Black Widow, he's not going to play his... he's actually not going to play his Widow's Bite, hey? That's probably just worse. So let's do Wong Hazmat. Now, I think this is still fine with Absorbing Man. This. Oh, we get the retreat. The perfectly placed green goblin there was pretty devastating. Viper, we can potentially hand him over that. But otherwise, this is shaping up pretty well. Very nice early game. Oh, and we got a Bast negative. So ideally, if we draw Electro Viper, that really shuts down a probable Mr. Negative deck. However, I think doing this is also fine, where we can just carnage it ourselves. We don't know when Viper's coming, though, is the issue. So we'll just play tempo here. We'll just keep playing tempo. Just is fine. I'm glad that Widow's Bite didn't get hit by Bast. That was nice. Okay, so we'll do one. Do we want to get rid of this now? I mean, there is like a big tempo play we can do, so maybe we do... No, I think what we need to do is clear our hand, free ourselves up as quickly as we can. Okay, so he's pretty much giving up middle, which is good. It's good for us, unless he's got like an Iron Heart, those kind of plays. So let's go ahead and try and clog him up even more. Hey. Let's go ahead and do this one. I wouldn't imagine that he feels limbo right now. Okay. Okay, let's make things as awkward as we possibly can for him. I think. We'll do Luke Cage. Maybe we should have done this last turn, but we can do this. And then final turn we can Hazmat Absorbing Man. If we draw Wong, we don't have enough to do it all. So maybe it's just better to do 1, 2. No, I think this is going to be our play line, right? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we did expect Iron Man to be coming down at some point. And it's a Bast Iron Man. Okay, so we do hit Wong. Means we still can't go for the whole combo. But I mean, this should be good enough. It's probably got a Mystique somewhere in the bag. Was there a way we could have set up last turn to have Wong down potentially? No, I don't think so. You need to play it in order, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. Does need to add a significant amount of power here. Ooh, Valkyrie. Gambit, what does it hit? Hits middle. Hits the Luke Cage. The one card it couldn't hit. Oh, dude, what a shame. Okay, that was gonna be our card to play. He did lose Iron Man, though. Actually, we actually like opponents playing Iron Man because this deck into Iron Man is actually very, very effective in a lot of ways. Alright, I think we're going to come up to a Green Goblin. If he does flood with the Ant-Man, we can Polaris. Okay, we do get Viper off the top, which is great. So I think I'll Viper now. I don't see him filling up this lane right now, at least. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so I'm guessing this is probably some sort of like destroyer list. So again, with no Luke Cage, things become a little awkward. Warpath. Okay, we'll drop a Green Goblin over there for sure, and then we can Luke Cage here. If you draw Absman off the top, we're in a great spot. Otherwise, I think we just Debris and Hazmat, which is also a great turn for us for sure. It's got to be playing into middle most probably here. Oh, well done, well done. That kind of sucks for us. That definitely sucks for us. I'm very surprised that he did that, but I mean, good on him. Good play. So now we're really going like this, hey? He just drops a destroyer anywhere. How do we beat a destroyer, hey? Can we beat a destroyer? It's a very heads up play by him. Very heads up play by him. All right, let's do this. Oh, this is what I was hoping for, that he wouldn't do this. Come close. Wait, do we win? Oh, he wins by 1. Wait, we win? That's fine. Oh, I thought this was -6. We do win. Very nice. Cheeky final turn. If this was a destroyer, I think we just lose. But he kept this location really full. Yeah, heads up play with the Professor X, but we do end up getting this one out. Very nice. Unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and get our Black Widow. We have some really key cards still in our deck. One card a turn might not affect the deck so much, so Electro, I mean, it's still something. Do Electro Viper here, I guess. Probably don't want to do it there. Go over here is fine. We also just give him something that's a bit annoying, so... Okay, so we can also just, like, eat this. I mean, maybe this is just better if he's slow playing it. Kind of need Luke Cage here. Okay, so discards his Helicarrier and his Modok. Okay, so he may have like a Hela play. Don't know. You do have Hazmat and Absorbing Man. I'm trying to think, is like some other play line just better here? Maybe this is just actually better. Don't know. Doesn't play anything at all. Very interesting. Could just be waiting to draw Hela or something. Do Luke Cage. Luke Cage, Hazmat. And Absorbing Man. Could also do it like this. I think this is probably the best we've got. Don't know if there's wins, my gosh. Guess he drew Hela off the top. Infinite. He just skipped into an Infinite. Interesting. He was going for points difference. I'll do it. I'll do it. We do need Luke Cage, but sure. Because he's got Zabu. Be dropping a lot of stuff on us here. Okay, so we'll definitely do Green Goblin over here. I think we've got a few key draws here which actually could work for us really well. We can pull over with Polaris. We can Wong ourselves. I'm a little like scared of Wonging into the full Hazmat line when we don't have Luke Cage. Okay, and then you get a Shuri here. Okay, so we do have Luke Cage now. So let's do Wong now. We'll do Wong now. Yep, it's looking good. Get a 10 power magic. That's a lot of fun. So I'm thinking we can potentially do this. The other thing we can do is just block him up completely, which also feels kind of good. He might fill the lanes, but ooh, okay. Does have a blue Marvel down. Which is indeed kind of dirty. Shame we didn't get Absorbing Man off the top there. We could have gone a little crazy. But this is just the most power we can get, right? I think we've won. I think we've won. We just like really blocked him up here. He may be able to beat us in middle. If he had Absorbing Man there, that would have been just crazy what we could have done there. But I mean, he can't. He knows he can't play Iron Man. I think he's already got his Shuri out as well. So you could just have big stuff. Unless he can add power to left lane, like we just dropped him like 16 power in that lane. Steak. Wow, does he actually win? Black Panther. I mean, good play by him. Good play by him. I was almost certain we had that.